Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to update your graphics drivers for your laptop or desktop with multiple GPUs installed without installing any third-party software or first-party software like GeForce Experience or AMD Radeon software. Why? Because in most cases these software actually hamper the performance at the cost of regular driver updates. I don't think it is a good deal for most people. So let me show you how to get rid of it and install fresh new drivers to get the maximum FPS that you can get in all games, as well as high stability in applications for 3D or professional workloads. Alright guys, before we go to the browser and download the drivers, we need to know what graphics card or what hardware you have. So you just right click your start button, select device manager, go to display adapters and look for the GPUs that are connected to your system. For me, it's an Intel UHD graphics and Nvidia GeForce RTX 3060 laptop GPU. So I'll need those two, but this UHD graphics, I need some context with it. So I need to grab the processor generation as well. So I scroll down to processors. So I have an 11th gen Core i5 11400H with UHD graphics. Alright, so let's get right to it. Also, before we proceed, we need to check the date of the driver that's currently installed. So you double click the driver, click on driver tab, look at the date. This is from the 3rd of December 2021. I believe that's the date format. And the Nvidia one is from 17th of March 2022. It's fairly recent. You can check the version here. So it starts from here, 51215. Open up your browser. Let's start with Nvidia. I'll have this link in the description for you guys to download. Now, before you proceed and download the drivers, one other thing is some software may be installed on your PC by your manufacturer or Nvidia themselves. When you install the driver, we want to remove that. So we want to remove GeForce Experience. And if you find it here, just uninstall it. The reason being, it actually hinders the performance than help it, while it actually requires to log in using an account to even update your drivers automatically. So if you like to give up a little bit of performance for auto updating drivers, which I think most of you won't, but I highly recommend that you get rid of it. I don't have it in my system, so I'm going to proceed to the browser. All right, so let's start with Nvidia. I have a GeForce RTX 30 series. You can select whichever one you got. So if you have a 1650, you go to 1650, stuff like that. If you have a 16 series notebook, then you select the notebook and then 1650 like that. I have a 30 series 3060 notebook. There you go, Windows 11. Now this one, download type is interesting. If you want the most FPS and you don't do any video editing apps or 3D apps, then select the GRD. But I am using DaVinci Resolve mostly for even this video you're watching right now. So I need a stable driver for my software. So I'll just select Studio Driver and then click Search. And then hit download. It's a 786 megabyte download. The driver was released on 22/3/2022, which, if you remember, it's basically the same driver. We can verify that. 51215, 51215. So it's already installed, the latest driver, but I'm going to show you how to install it. Now let's go to Intel. Now if you go to the Intel website, this is how it will look. Now, if you remember from earlier, we had the UHD graphics with 11th gen CPU. So I go to graphics. So now we got the ARC graphics, which we don't have. Intel graphics so these are designed for 12th gen. These are designed for the new ARC A370. This is designed for 6th to 12th gen core processor graphics. According to this Intel website, we should be downloading this driver here, version this one. So hit download because we're on 11th gen, just download that. For AMD, it's pretty simple. So if we go with graphics and then let's say you have the 6000M series, you select that, and then say you have the 6800M, which is the latest on the Zephyrus G14, for example. Click on that and then click submit. Then you select your OS version, Windows 11 or 10, and then you hit download. Once you hit download, it's pretty simple. Open and next. My system doesn't have AMD graphics, so I can't demo installing that, but I'll show you how to install and update both Nvidia and Intel graphics drivers. Also, if we click on the Intel driver, for example here, you can see the version number. It's the IGFX 101.1660, and if we go to Device Manager and look at our version number, we're running 101.1191, so we're pretty far off, and we can definitely update this driver. And I'm going to uninstall this driver just to show you guys how to get it back to here. Right, so let me do that. I'm just gonna uninstall. So what I did was just open the Intel graphics driver and click on begin installation, and then once I click that, this is the screen I'm greeted with. If I check the graphics driver now, open the UHD graphics and the driver version, you can see we're updated to 18th of March 2022 with the driver version 1660 at the end. Perfect. Let's do the Nvidia one now. Alright guys, we're back after the reboot. We've installed the Intel one. We verified the date. It's the latest. Now the Nvidia one is completely missing. That's fine. We're just gonna open the Nvidia driver. Click OK. I'm installing the Studio version, but the procedure is exactly the same for the Game Ready driver. So just follow along. Let it extract the files. And the other thing is, even if you have an old driver, you don't need to uninstall it like I have here. You can just overwrite the driver with the new one. I uninstalled it because Nvidia would not allow installing the same driver again. There you go, that's the Nvidia graphics driver version 5.12.15. So this is very important. Make sure you don't check this option. It's selected by default. We just want the driver, we don't need useless software. Click agree and continue, click express, and next. While that's going on, open the Device Manager app and monitor this space. It will refresh, and then suddenly you will see the driver properly installed. So you see, refreshed once, we'll keep going. And there you go. The refresh just took place, and you can see the RTX 3060 laptop GPU has appeared. Now double click, check on driver, double check the date. Okay, we got the 17th March 2022, all installed, all ready to go. It's asking for a restart. Let's do that, and then we're done. We can start using our system as normal, and whenever there is a new driver update, you can repeat the procedure and install the latest available driver. And we're back after the restart. We can go into the Nvidia control panel to verify all the settings. If you want to optimize all these settings, I have a separate video on my channel which you can check out up there. And that's pretty much it. We've got everything installed. We can access Nvidia control panel. We can access Intel graphics command center to manage settings further if you need to. But generally speaking, you're good to go. And there you have it guys. Now you have the latest drivers installed, and you can finally play your games at maximum possible performance without having any funny overlays or stuff bogging the FPS down and having FPS drops. Alright guys, smash that like button if you found this video helpful. Consider subscribing and dinging that notification bell if you want to watch more useful content like this. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.